Hey guys, I'm Miss Olivia. Today we're doing jazz. So we're going to start with a little warm-up to get our bodies moving, our blood pumping. All right, then. So we're going to start with some jumping jacks. You can do these at your own timing. So the music is a little slow for them, so just get your blood pumping. Good. All right, and high knees. Right away, good. Get those knees up. Pointing your feet off the ground. Right, and step out to second, and we're gonna get into a deep lunge in second. Or not a lunge, a plie. Squeezing those turnout muscles. Good. Shoulders down. Good. Alright, and now into a lunge. On the left side, let's bend that knee. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm scared when we're not. Little pulses. Cause I'm scared you with somebody else. So I guess that it's gone. Try to keep those hips really squared off to the side. Oh, I can't believe it. To the middle, to the other side. Miss you, yeah, I miss you. And little pulses. I miss you. Hips square to that side. Like headlights that are shining on that wall. To the middle, get a little lower, and come up. Good. All right, standing, feet together. Do some head rolls. So just our head first, not trying to go below our neck. Nice and slow and gentle. Okay, now take your chest, but we're still not moving below our chest. Like our rib cage kind of area. And now we're going to go all the way around. Full range of motion. Kind of ragdolly. Good. And now hold at the bottom. You can grab behind your ankles, pull yourself a little closer. And come up. And head rolls other side. Just the head first. Trying to keep the rest of your body still. Chest now, and rib cage. But we're keeping our hips in the same position. Yeah, saved all the texts, all from my ex, minus the tears. Good, and now full range of motion. Of how good it is, all it was, cause I miss you, yeah, I miss you. I miss you, yeah, I miss you. And coming down, holding at the bottom. Let's take our feet out to a wider position. Grab behind your ankles. Pull through. Let's try plie. Bring yourself a little closer. And stretch. Try to stay really close. That'll get your hamstrings working. Plie. And stretch. Good. Rolling up. All right, keeping our legs out wide. We'll bring our arms out to the side, rock back and forth. And reach all the way over to the side. Reaching with the fingertips in both directions. All right, and flat back over to that side. Palm right back. And all the way over. Pull yourself nice and close to that leg. Alright, now take the same arm as the leg that you're on and lift it up. The other arm is crossed over. So I'm with my left hand on my right foot, my right arm is up. And the weight is on. Alright, come down, and we'll square off to the side now. Let's rock back and forth. Really trying to find that square hips position. Alright, big bend and flex. So bend the back knee, flex the front foot. Bring your chest a little closer to that leg. Right, and come down to a lunge. This time our leg is straight and back. Square those hips, pushing through the feet to come up. Arms to the side. Square those hips, find a really good position. And we'll switch to one side. And the other side. Switch. Switch. Try to keep your weight in the middle. Switch. Switch. Switch, 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 switch. Good. And we'll come down onto the back knee, and we'll reach and grab that back foot. Try to bring it closer, trying to push our hips forward. So we're getting a stretch in our hips.
Can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you. Is it too late to tell you that?
Coming up, all the way up, and to the center, and roll up. Alright, arms up to the side, let's go the other way. Rocking back and forth. And reach over other side. Lengthening through the fingertips.
I'm good at keeping my distance. I know that you're the feeling I'm missing. You know,
and flat back over.
That I hate to admit it, but everything means nothing if I can't have
lengthening
you.
Through the back of your head.
Can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink
right back.
Thinking about you. Is it too late to tell you that everything means nothing if I can't have you?
Get as close as you can to that leg.
That's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you. Is it
all right. Opposite hand to opposite leg. And reaching the same arm up.
I'm so sorry that my time is off, but I can't move on if we're still gonna talk. Is it wrong for me to not want half? I want all of you, all the strings attached. Oh, I'm good at keeping my distance. I know that you're the feeling I'm missing.
Coming down, to the side. Let's rock back and forth.
Everything means nothing if I can't have you.
Good, big bend and flex. Just relax, exhale down so that you get a nice little stretch in that back. Great, and coming down to a lunge. Where your spine while being able to keep your hips square.
I'm trying to move on, forget you,
pushing through your feet, so rise, rise, rise up. Back heel stretching back, front knee stretching forward, hips are square. And twist.
Can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you. Is it too
Try to
late
keep the balance right in the middle.
means nothing if I can't have you.
And back hips down, and we reach for the back foot. Forward here, trying to get a good stretch in that back hip.
Think about it.
Good. All right,
There must be a higher love.
Okay, coming all the way up, hands to the middle. Rolling up.
Life is a wasted time.
All right, let's do some quick abs. I'm just gonna flash through this warm up so we've got lots of time for technique today. So laying on your back, do some abs. They're probably gonna get a little tricky, so just do your best. Try not to give up because it'll be harder to come back to it. So try to just muscle and keep going, and then you'll get stronger that way. All right, so we're on our backs. And we're gonna lift up our head and chest, reaching with the fingertips. Little pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Hands behind the head, and we're twisting. So hands twisting to each side. Try to come up a little more every time. Breathing. Don't forget to breathe. It will help, I promise. Okay, feet up to, or legs up to tabletop. Pull yourself a little closer. Try to think about your chest going to your knees. That should really feel a burn. If you don't feel a burn, try to like bring your chest a little closer to those knees. All right, bring the back down. We're gonna bring our legs out and back into tabletop. Just a little motion, but we're thinking about everything else staying completely still. So our neck is relaxed, everything is relaxed, except for our core. So we're moving from our core. You got it. All right, legs up. And let's reach for our feet today. Try to reach a little more every time. Okay, come up really quick. And we're gonna go straight to the head. Hands and feet. Making a straight line with your body. Make sure you're not sticking your butt out or sinking in your stomach. Your core is turned on, so your navel is tucked in, so it's like right where your belly button is. And come to downward dog. Pushing through the fingertips. Should feel nice and good. Heels relaxing down. And we'll roll through and lower down. And you can stretch out your stomach here. Should feel really nice.
White shirt, now red.
And you can come back to child's pose. Maybe bring your knees out to the side this time. Find that's a good hip stretch. All right, let's do really quick splits just on each side. So do right splits. Hopefully you're warm enough to just go into it. Otherwise you can kind of do Some little stretches, back leg bent is a good one to start. Front leg bent. Try to keep your hips really square. If you're not all the way down, just hold yourself up. If you are all the way down, you can bring your chest to your leg. Then point your foot with your hands. All right, coming right up and to the left side. Really quick today. All right, left splits. Likes to sing along with me. So hips as square as possible. Come forward. So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy. Just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make you know sad type, make you go real quick middle. You can either just bring your legs out into a straddle and reach forward, or if you want to, you can go all the way over. So if you wanted to go all the way over, it would look like this. So you'd be all the way on top of it. So you really want that to be a straight line. Bring your elbows down. Rise. Just stretching forward. Make sure if you're doing this one, your knees and your toes are pointing towards the sky. Don't let them roll in. And coming up. Good. All right, so we are all warmed up, stretched. Hopefully you feel really nice and warm. Maybe got a little burn. Okay, let's get a quick drink of water before we do some technique. Or coffee if you're
You said she's scared of me? I mean, I don't see what she sees, but maybe it's 'cause I'm wearing your cologne.
Cool. All right, so we'll start with some batmas. And we're just gonna do this in place because I know we might not have a lot of room at home, so I think that makes this make more sense. So we'll bring our arms out to the side. Okay, arms out to the side, and we're gonna start with our right leg. So the way that we're doing these, let me explain it real quick. I'm having my right foot behind and pop. My left leg is still really straight. And then I slide my right foot through first position, through tendu to batma up, and then it comes back to a pot position. So it'll straighten and then bend behind you for momentum. Trying to come through first position every time. Then when we go to the side, same sort of thing. You can bring it a little bit farther to the left or to the right. Stretching forward, and then the back is tricky because you're gonna right away pop your foot to the front this time, and then bring it back, just like that. So we're gonna do 4 each side. So right foot pop behind us, arms really strong, shoulders pressing down. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, to the side, side, 2, 3, 4, to the back, back, 2, 3, 4, and left side. So make sure we're not letting our hips go. We're really strong in the ground with our standing leg. Turning out. All right, left foot's pop. 5, 6, 7, 8. Front and front and front. Straight leg, pointed feet to the side. Side. 2, 3, 4. Now we bring it to the front to go back. 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, so that's all we'll do for batmas, and we'll go straight into shanais. So shanai turns look like this. We go open to the front, so our arms and our feet are in second. We're up on our releve, turning out our legs. Then when we close to the back, we come into first position. So our arms are in first, our feet are in first. So So we bring out to second, close back to first. Out to second, close back to first. And we want to think about spotting something. So spotting is when we pick a point somewhere on the wall that's not moving, and we try to look at it the whole time. So we snap our head around at the last second when we can't see it anymore. So we're going to start with a press here. So we're going to the right side. So our right foot will be in tendu. Right arm is in first, left arm is in second. This is our prep. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shine. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Okay, let's try our left side. So left arm, left leg forward, right arm side. Spotting the left side now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Good. We'll do that 2 more times, 1 more time each side. This time, think about shoulders staying down, arms really strong, so our elbows aren't sinking like this. They stay lifted and really strong. Each side. And remember to tuck your thumbs. No hamburger hands like this. Keep them tucked. And keep your core strong, just like we were doing our abs. That's why we do them, right? So that we can dance and hold our core the whole time. All right, let's try right side again. So right foot, right arm forward, left arm side. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Good. Let's try our left side. So left foot, left hand, right hand side, spotting left. 7, 8. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Good. All right, so done with chenets, we're going to do something similar but different. These are our piqués. So we're still turning, we're still spotting aside, and our arms are even doing the same thing, but our legs get a little trickier. So let's try it without turning first. So we'll bring our right out to the side. We'll stay on releve, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to bring my foot down, and then our left leg will come up to a turned out passe. Then that foot is going to slide behind the right, and once it reaches the floor, we're just going to replace. So our left foot will come down, right foot comes out, and we're in tendu. Okay. So we're in the same prep. Now let's try turning it. So when we step out, we'll come up to a passe to replace back to the front. So we come out, passe, replace. Out, passe, replace. And remember to spot. Remember, we're staying on releve when we turn, so it's like a little turn. So that makes it a little tricky, but you guys got it. Just really think about holding your core and arms staying really strong. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, replace, up, replace, up, replace, up, replace. All right, let's try our left side. Let's try it a couple times just on our own. Really practicing that like sliding down motion. I even struggle with that a little bit because you really have to be on top of that standing leg the whole time. And that really helps your core strength and like your hip strength, kind of everything. Ankle strength really helps with that. So you'll build those muscles as you go. So we'll bring our arms and legs to that prep, and we'll start in 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, replace, up, replace, up, replace, up, replace.
Who's gonna save us now?
Good. All right, we'll just do that the one time. Cool. And then we will do our pirouettes next. So pirouettes are gonna be parallel in jazz, at least for this one. So if we're doing our right pirouette, our left leg is in front and our back leg is back. Or right leg is back, and the back foot is popped. Both legs are in plie. Our right arm is going to be forward. Then we're going to bring everything in. Our leg is going to come to passe. So we try to bring that knee as high as we can. Foot stays connected. We don't want it floating off to the side when we're turning. We want our arms in first position. Core is strong. Shoulders pushing down. And we're up on our releve. Let's try that once on flat. So find that prep and come up to passe. Really, really strong. Now let's try it on releve. So we come up and down. Let's do a few, just coming to releve. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Good. So when we turn it, remember we think about spotting. So we pick a spot and we whip around to it. So if my right foot is coming up, we're going to be turning over our right shoulder. So same knee up as rotation. So let's find that prep, and we'll just do a single pirouette first. So we're in that really strong prep, pushing kind of down the air with our arms, that will turn them on. And we'll just do singles. So we'll do 5, 6, 7, 8, and single. Good. Let's try one more. 5, 6, 7, 8, and single. Good. Now, if you're working on doubles, let's go up to doubles. If you're still just working on singles, just keep doing singles, and we'll just keep going. Practice. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Good balance. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Make sure that passe is connected, and we're pushing through the ground on the standing leg. All right. One more double. 5, 6, 7, 8. Double. Or single. Okay, let's try 3 if we can. If we're working on our doubles, we feel relatively confident. Even if we don't always land them, let's just try our triples. So we need a little more momentum. So our arms come out and they like snap in. So that back arm snapping in will give us more momentum. And of course, a slightly deeper prep will do that too. So let's just try. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's try again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3. Good. Let's try left side. Just flat passes first. So the prep will be opposite. So our left arm front, right arm side. The right knee is in front, left knee is behind. All right, let's come up. Just a flat passe. Find the position where your foot is connected, your knee is pulling up, hips are square, and come back to our prep. Let's try on releve this time. And push up. Back, couple more like that. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Good. Let's try single pirouettes. So remember, our left knee is coming up, so we turn over our left shoulder. So find that prep. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and single. Good. Try another single. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Good. Let's try our doubles if we're working doubles. So we just need that momentum of our arms snapping, holding your core really tight, pushing through the bottom leg. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Good. All right. Double again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Good. Okay, if we're working triples, you can do triples. This is my bad side, so I'll probably just do doubles, but I'll try for triples. We'll all just try for them. Unless we're really just working singles, and then just keep doing what you're doing. Let's find our prep, and we'll just try for a triple, okay? Here we go. We got this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Good. One more. This is the one, guys. I know it. We got this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Almost. Awesome. Those are 2. Good job. Okay. Let's do our combo that we did last week. So you may have learned it, you may not. Don't worry, I'm gonna go over it again. We're not gonna rush into it. But if you have learned it before, it is a little fast in some parts, so maybe just try to work out the details a little more. Really kind of push yourself to find the technique, perform it. It's really fun. Once you feel somewhat confident with a combo, you can like really perform it like you're on stage. I find that to be probably the most fun part of dancing combos like this, is to feel like, I don't know, all glittery, like I have a really cool costume on. Maybe that's just me, but I think it's a little bit everyone. It's really fun. So our combo is gonna start with our right foot stepping out, then they jump together. And when they jump together, our hands like snap up. So our fists kind of come up. If you can snap, then you can snap. So we go right, jump together. Then we go left, jump together. Our right hand and right leg come out, and we kind of sink into that right hip. So we kind of think about going like really far to the right, and then far to the left. Good. And then we're gonna do this part where we like shake something off, like bees are flying around our head or something, and our arms kind of come to these like twisty positions. So our right hand comes up, left hand down, then switch and switch. But it's really like thrashy, like really trying to like get something off. So our arms, we want to be strong, but our head is what's kind of like whipping to make it feel kind of thrashy, but we still want to have those strong arms, right? We don't want them to just completely let go, because we want to keep those images, those pictures really clear. So let's start from the beginning. Right foot out and snap, left and snap, right and left. And those hands are like blades. They're all together, and we're trying to bring that heel of our hand forward, like we're making a stop. So we go out and out, thrash, thrash, thrash. Cool. And then a little more. So we're gonna jump together, hands on our hips, and we're facing this corner. So we're facing like left corner. Hands on our hips, and then we're gonna step the left foot forward as we roll, roll, roll. So I'm like rolling something up, and then I'm pressing something away. So it's those same hands as before, but now our elbows are bent. And I kind of think that I don't know why, it doesn't look like this, but I feel like I'm putting a crown on. It doesn't look like that, but that's what it feels like. It's the feeling. So just maybe feel like you have a crown on, because, you know, it's a very regal feeling. It feels very like, ooh, regal. That's how it feels to me anyways. So we push out, and then at the last second, we're gonna do a little flick of the back leg. So right now, our left foot is popped and bent, and our back leg is straight, and then we're gonna switch them. So our left leg is gonna come straight, and we're just gonna flick this back foot up. So it's really like kind of tucked in together. It's like a very sharp movement, really kind of fast. And this part gets a little fast, not gonna lie. So we roll up, we push out, really regal, we flick. And those hands just push down like we're pushing our cape behind us. That does look like that, I think. So before we go on, let's go over it from the beginning. So we step out and snap, out and snap. Right hand, left hand, thrash, thrash, thrash. Jump to the corner, roll it up, regal, push, and flick. and we're gonna step forward. So that's how we'll get out of that. So let's see, what's the tempo for that? So it's probably quite a bit faster than that. Maybe not quite a bit, but it's faster than that. Let's just hear it. If you already know it, you can practice it with me. Otherwise, you can just watch, or you can try to mark it. Here, right. So, probably know the song. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away. You know how.
Awesome. So it's not that fast. It's just a little speedy, but it's not too bad, I don't think. But you can hopefully hear how this like waits longer. So a lot of it is pretty even. It's got like a really consistent beat throughout it where it's very, so this is all consistent, really consistent. And the first time that we break that is on this. So the thrashes are to her lyrics. So she says, don't stop caring, So it kind of, it's like a triplet instead of being even. So a triplet is when there's like 3 beats in like a little measure or something like that. I don't know the exact words, but we go even, 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 triplet, together, roll, and push. So that's even. But then we hold that first, like, because it goes 1, 2, 4. So we'll roll up 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll hold the 1, and this comes on the 2 or on the 5, 6. So it's kind of, we're just holding like 1 beat. So we push out, we hold 1, and flick. So we've only got a little bit more. Let's just go on and quick finish it. So we flick, our right foot comes forward, and we're gonna replace fan kick. So a fan kick, our leg comes up to the corner, over, and to the other corner. So we make like a fan motion, fan motion. So try that a couple times, and the arms for this are gonna be an L. So the right arm's up, the right leg kicks around, the left arm is out to the side. So we've got here, so we flick, step, replace. And think about those shoulders pressing down. Don't let them kind of lift up with that. So flick, step, fan, then we step out, pas de bourrée, so behind, out, forward. So come into this turned out prep. So we're in a turned out 4th position. Arms are in that prep from before, but it's just turned out. And this is going to be a coupe turn. So instead of coming up to that parallel passe, we're actually going to be turned out, and our foot is only coming to that ankle. So this is a coupe, and we're doing a coupe turn. So we've got this prep, left foot is in front, and then we turn over our right shoulder to bring our right foot up into a coupe. Now, the music has 2 little beats, or like kind of 3, but it has like 2 main beats that I like to do a double on. But if that's not what you're working with and you just want to do a single, that's totally fine. But if you do want to do the double, just really whip that arm in and spot. Really got to spot when you're going fast, because otherwise you'll fall over. And then the easy part about this, or the part that will help for that, is that we jump out. So even if you're kind of wobbly, if you just jump out really strong, doesn't matter. So let's see, we're almost there. Literally just like 2 more moves, so I'm just gonna add them on. So we coupe, jump out. Then we bend our knees, our hands come in. We look down. Then we jump together, and our fists, I kind of snap again, but you can always just throw. So we just throw like that, and that's the end. So I know I kind of threw a lot at you, so don't worry if it's perfect. It doesn't need to be. You can always come back to this video and practice. If you felt like this was too fast, you can always rewind a little bit to go over it. The song is called Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, so you can practice that way. But we'll just do it a couple times. Let's do it like once from the beginning, and then we'll do it with music. So from the beginning, we step out, snap, right, and left. Thrash, 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 jump to the corner, roll it up, regal hands. 1, flick, step, replace fan. Out, pas de bourrée, prep, coupe, coupe, jump out, bend, throw. Cool. Let's try it with music. So this is pretty fast, that part. So if you need to go back and watch it again, you can do that. So let's just try it. There we go. And really perform this time. So just live your best life. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away.
Hold 1.
You know how.
2, 3,
Don't
4.
start caring about me now.
Woo! She's so quick. Okay, let's do it one more time. So yeah, if that was too fast, you can always rewind it and go over it again. But if you're here for like the second or third time, then really perform it. And let's improv before and after this time. So improvising. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't show up. Don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away. You know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy?
Oh, improv. I said improv.
Try to hurt me with the word goodbye. Though it took some time to survive you. I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not waiting.
Okay, awesome job. Cool, great job today. So once again, that song is called Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa if you want to go over it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I had fun. So I'll see you next week and have a great week.
Don't show up.